Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Heartland and its brilliant cast. In 2020's world, it's very difficult for a show to be a hit and even get a second season. Most shows don't even get the chance to have a season finale, since the ratings are pretty low and people always have millions of other alternatives. So to encourage people to watch your show, you have to present something different, unique, and appealing to the masses. For the most part, this is a dead end since almost everything has been done by this point. Still, we sometimes get lucky enough to welcome some never-before-seen productions such as Squid Game that captivates the entire world. This is a pretty good guide for the new shows that are preparing to reach their audience. And yet, as far as the already existing ones are concerned, the stakes are even higher. On the one hand, these shows are lucky because most of them already have an established fan base, so they don't have to work on attracting a new audience. On the other hand, they are tasked with an even more difficult duty, keeping their existing fan base. Unfortunately, people's attention span these days is pretty limited, and very few people dedicate their entire focus to a show each year. With the rise of the miniseries and the production quality on TV, the competition rose even more, and it's almost always certain that there is always some other show that's better than yours. So, the older series are tasked with renewing themselves all the time while also somehow preserving their authentic nature. It's a very tricky balance, and we believe very few shows manage to find it. Some shows somehow stand the test of time and don't require any readjustments since the fans already love it the way it is. Heartland is one of those shows that managed to remain more or less the same for the past 15 years, and the fans love it for this. Even the slightest changes in the show cause major criticism, and people hate to see their favorite show going off the rails. Especially the changes within the Heartland cast are the biggest note for the show's fans, as we're still trying to recover from the loss of a couple of characters, even though it's been years. So far, Heartland has preserved its main cast members more or less the same. It sounds ridiculous, we know it, but this show has almost the same cast as it had 15 years ago. On this journey, the series lost two main characters that hurt not only the audience but also the show's fate. The first loss was of Mallory, who wasn't a member of the main cast but a regular in the series. She was the fan favorite as the quirky neighbor girl, and people were mad when she left the show. Then, a few years later, Heartland lost one of its main characters, Ty Borden. His left was even more damaging than Mallory's. He was not only the main character, but also got killed off instead of leaving the country just like Mallory did. So, his leaving was much more tragic than Mallory's. For instance, to this day, we can imagine Mallory returning to Heartland cast one day. However, for Ty, there is no chance of sorts left. We believe that including Mallory back on the Heartland character list might be the savior of the show and extend its lifespan for at least 5 more years. We believe the showrunners think the same and will make sure Mallory returns in Season 16 as the main character among other prominent names in the show, including Amy Fleming, Lou Fleming, Jack Bartlett, and Tim Fleming. Can you imagine a Season 16 cast like this? Well, we certainly can. What do you think about the Heartland Season 16 cast? Do you agree that Mallory needs to return to the show? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.